Hi everybody, David from Tarot Avenue here. Great to be with you again. And today I have got a tarot spread for you that I've just kind of made up based on the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords has been showing up for me a lot lately, actually, in readings for other people, and I feel like part of what we're going through, I mean, you could be watching this at any time, but obviously we're right in the middle of the coronavirus crisis at the moment. It's leaving a lot of people very stuck, and there's a lot of kind of stagnant energy at the moment. So it's always good to look at ways to shift that. But one of the reasons that the Two of Swords often comes up is when somebody's at a bit of a crossroads, when they're just a bit stuck and not sure which way to turn. Now, tarot can be an excellent tool for decision making. I use it all the time. Now, I will caveat that I don't like tarot dictate what I'm going to do, but I just use it to get insights into the situation, so it would give me a bit of a clearer understanding about what I might face, what I could be up against, and what the potential outcome is for each option that is available to me. So in this spread, I want to just have a look at a hypothetical situation. So let's say somebody has two job offers on the table, or they've got two potential routes that they could go with their career. But this could be used for anything. It could be career, it could be for if you've got a couple of partners or new relationships you just want to explore which is going to work, or if you've got to make some decisions about financials or your house or anything like that. So it can be used for any situation in life, but in this stage let's look at career and see where it takes us. So you'll have a look at the spread there. You will see that it's the 7 card spread. I always like to just put the one card at the bottom. It's really like the root of the issue, and if you see, that would be if she didn't have her arms crossed, it would be right in that heart space of the Two of Swords there. So it lets me kind of get an understanding of what's going on and helps us get to the heart of the matter, really, or the root of the issue. Now, the cards up the left are path 1, and the cards up the right are path 2. So option 1 or option 2. And then for each side, we have the pros, the cons, and the potential outcome. So pretty simple, really. Not nothing groundbreaking, but the amount of information that you can get just from these cards is really quite astounding. So I thought it'd be good if we just dig in and have a little look with a spread in mind. I've pulled some cards and put it together for you, so then we can go through and you can see it in action and based on this hypothetical situation. So let's have a look, and first we'll look at the root of the issue, and we get the King of Pentacles. Now, what he is telling me there, the King of Pentacles is showing up very much as, especially this is a career reading, we've decided. So he's very grounded, the King of Pentacles, but also very successful. So the root of the issue, this person wants to make the choice that's going to take them to, the furthest they can go in their career, where they can be successful, they can be respected, and they can have an abundant life. It's like, let's be real, people want financial success through their work as well. So I feel that's kind of what the root of the issue is. We're craving this successful result when it comes to career. So if I were to see this and it was the root of the issue, it would say to me maybe somebody that's just, again, feeling a little bit stuck in terms of career and not been going as far as quickly as they had hoped. So let's look at path 1, the pros, and we get the 6 of Pentacles. So this would say to me, the 6 of Pentacles for me is all about kind of giving back. It's about give and take, really. So it would say there's a really good opportunity for you to help others in this position. So maybe it's a position that's working for charity or something like that, but it could also be that it's a position that you go into where you are leading a team and you're able to inspire and mentor others, and really help develop them. So it does look to me, and there are scales in there, so it is balanced, but it does feel to me a little bit one-sided. It feels like you're the one that's doing all the giving and you're not getting an awful lot in return at this stage, but it's showing up as a pro. So that's obviously something that is important to you, and you do want to, it's important to you that you can mentor people, you can guide people, and that you can impart your knowledge onto others. Then we get to the cons, and we get the Two of Wands. So this is somebody who is looking for something new, looking for a new sense of adventure. And it's interesting that they're looking over to path 2 as well. So, I feel in terms of the cons, I feel you're not going to be totally satisfied in this position. I think you're going to get into it. And yes, there might be a lot of you kind of giving back to others, but maybe not receiving much. And I feel that's leaving you itching for a bit more. You're itching to take it further and go a bit further. So already I'm getting the feeling that this route it's got its flaws, and nothing is perfect, but it does feel to me that there could be some potential issues in this road. And then we get through to the potential outcome, and we get the moon. So the moon, it's an interesting one. Some people hate the moon card. I don't so much. But it does tell me that there's a long road ahead. So there's a long way to go. It's a bit of an uphill struggle, lots of obstacles along the way. And also, the moon can be quite mysterious and can often have a lot of hidden things as well. So there might be things that you're not completely seeing about this option. It's not all been revealed to you yet, because the moon can cast shadows and it doesn't always show us kind of all the full path that's available. So I would certainly, if this were a client of mine I was reading for, I would say you just want to be cautious with this road and make sure that you are kind of dotting the I's and crossing the T's. I would be saying check the contract out and do your research as much as possible so you know what you're getting into. So I'm already feeling a bit dubious about option 1, but let's have a little look at option 2 or path 2, and we'll see where that takes us. So then we get into the 6 of Swords for the pros. Interesting, it's another 6, so 2 sixes opposite each other, but very different this one. It's like, notice it's going forward, and the 6 of Swords I feel is also about going from the choppy waters into smoother waters. It's about a bit of a transition. So it feels to me, in terms of pros, this is taking you to a place that you haven't been before. You're exploring new ground, and it might be kind of good for the soul as well. Interesting, you've been guided through those waters as well. So the other option, I feel you're going to be more of the mentor. In this option, I feel like you could have a bit of a mentor. There's somebody that's really kind of on your side and taking you. And we still have the moon in the background there as well. So, but this time it feels like it's kind of lighting the way, and it's like the path is being revealed as we go. So we still can't see everything available to us, but it feels like we're in a safer environment and we're heading in the right direction. That's what it feels like to me. Then we get the cons, and we get the 5 of Wands. So this is, for me, the 5 of Wands shows up for clutter. Now, it's an interesting one, because usually swords represent thought and intellect, but I often feel with the 5 of Wands, it's almost like somebody's brain that's just doing overtime. There's so much happening in there, so many things fighting for attention, that just needs somebody to step up. But if this were in a work situation as well, so it could be a team that is not coherent. So you could be going into a team that really needs some help and really needs some leadership. Now, the beauty of the 5 of Wands is it's not terminal. Everything can be fixed. I quite often use the analogy of just people building a tent, everybody's just trying to have their way and have their say, and it's not really getting anywhere. Where if just a little bit of organization, a little bit of leadership, and follow the instructions, and all of a sudden everybody can work together. So I would see this as a con, as in terms of a challenge, but I think it's a challenge that could be overcome quite easily, and it might be a challenge that could be quite enjoyable as well. And then we get through to the potential outcome, and we get the 3 of Cups, which is lovely. So This would be saying collaborative team, a place where ideas are heard, shared. Um, there's a lot of kind of sharing successes and celebrating successes and working together. So it feels much lighter, much brighter, much happier than the other side. So overall, I think option two, I would be advising the person that had the career choice to make. I would be advising that option two probably has the better outcome. But you never know with option one, it's like the moon card, it's like it feels like it could go either way, but it's just a bit of a longer game. If it were me, I would certainly be looking at option two more seriously than I would option one. So there we have it. I think that's that kind of sums it up really. So that is tarot spread based on the Two of Swords. I hope that is useful for you. And I should say actually I've got a sale on my Learn to Read Tarot course at the moment. If you enjoy my tutorials and if you want to learn further, this course is available for people who are complete beginners, or if you're a bit more experienced and just want a refresher. That is reduced right down to $99 for the course. So just go to tarotavenue.com/learn and that will take you through. You can read more about it there and see if it is for you. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.